Shalom and good day all, this is Tehillim29 back again for another DC comic review. And as you can see, for this DC comic review, we mourn the deaths of the Justice League. So in this we have the death of the Justice League, and of course I've got about two variant covers of choice, plus the regular. And it's going to be very interesting to go through this and also review this. Of course, I'll review it the way I normally review my comics on this channel. So starting off with first things first. And that is the cover rating. And do these covers in any way, shape or form connect to something that's happening inside of a story? Well, the variants might not, but they do in some part. But the main one actually does. So now it's time to move into the cover ratings. For the first one, I actually gave it a 9.5 out of 10, which is actually quite high for me, especially for something Justice League related, and thank goodness Bendis is actually offered. Moving into the next one, cover 2, which is this one. I gave a 9 out of 10 as I do actually enjoy its presentation. And moving to the third one, which is this one, which is somewhat connecting to what the outside world will be looking into what's happening with the Justice League, I gave an 8.5 out of 10. So now I'll use the variant cover that you see before me on the right hand side to show some of the internal art for the review, to which we'll have a look at some of the art around the beginning, middle and end, as well as what's happening with the story. This is some of the art around the beginning of the story. And as we can see here, we have Gotham, Themyscira, Oa, plus many other places connected to the DC universe. Do take note of this panel, because I will be addressing it later in regards to criticism, in regards to something what happens to be said by one of the characters. As we jump towards the middle of the story, we have Superman and members of the Justice League going up against Pariah. And last but not least, some of the art towards the end. And as we move into this, it seems that we've got a lying John Samuel Kent here. I wonder why that is. Maybe he's not our official John Samuel Kent from this universe. So, for the internal art, I gave it a 7.5 out of 10. I'll now jump into the rating side of the story. And first things first, did we get any comic book references to any of the previous comics, or any connected comic run that is connected to this actual story? No, it didn't. It did need it to connect it to Justice League Incarnate in regards to that run, seeing that Joshua Williamson is working on this run. It does require that for continuity. Moving into the next thing, time, we did not get any indication of time. But moving into the next thing we did get was the location. We had Earth Zero, with, of course, many of the areas connected to Earth Zero, such as Kandak, Gotham, Themyscira, Oa, Warworld, of course, the Hall of Justice, and a whole list of other places that I've just got too much to cover. Oh, Star City, and Washington DC, and a couple of others that I have not been able to bring up because of how bad my writing is. My fault, my problem. Moving into the cast of characters, we had the Justice League. We also had Thunderer, Captain Carrot, Dino. Oh, what was it? Dino Cap or something like that. We also had Aquaman, Aquawoman, Avery Her, Dr. Multiverse, Pariah, and the Army of Darkness, as well as Spectre. One thing that I would like to slightly criticize is something that was done at the beginning of this book and its connection to its end. As you can see here in this scene where it connects to Gotham City. Now, when you remember, when you get to seeing what the Superboy says in this, he says that Robin told him, but if you look at this scene, where is Robin in that scene? He's nowhere to be seen. The only characters that we do see are Ghostmaker and Clown Hunter. Now, when we move to this scene, and as you can see here, we already have this supposed fraudulent Superman coming in, or Superboy coming in, and one of the things he says, what is going on? Robin told me that Batman was teleported away. Looking to that original scene, Robin wasn't in it. This John Samuel Kent is a liar. This John Samuel Kent is a fraud. Teleported away to and hasn't returned. If someone was taking the Justice League from all over and then he goes, what about my dad? Which dad's that? Which universe? Which galaxy? That is my only key criticism to this issue. To which I gave the story a rating of 7 out of 10. Until then, let's keep it colourful and have yourself an awesome day.